Good evening, folks. Hey, Donna. How you doing, Donna? Okay, so we are 25th of April, second month of the campaign, and
satellite uplink facilities at maximum capacity. Additional uplink required.
Alright, still 2 satellites on station. We have 2 more built, 1 more that will be due in another day. And 1 more day for an uplink to go in. Thermal generator's up. Workshop is up. 15 engineers. 15 scientists. Let's see, we're just started the muton autopsy. And another 3 days for that. And we have a council mission on deck, so before we do that, let me take a look at the barracks. Alright, so we got a buddy blast pop with the carapace armor. Donna with carapace armor and a brand new laser rifle and laser pistol. Daffy's has the carapace armor, sniper rifle, and another new laser pistol and a scope. King, carapace armor, new laser rifle, new laser pistol, carrying the arc thrower. Hey, King! Welcome. Matter of fact, there's your character right there, King. You're right on time. Just going over the roster and the equipment here. So you can see you've made captain rank. You're doing pretty good so far. Now let's see, Zhang. Now also is captain, so he has his carapace armor, his light machine gun, his rocket launcher, and a frag grenade. Okay. And our brand new sniper, our second sniper, Tadashi Yamaguchi, aka Loki. Looks great. Yeah, he's kicking ass, King. He's doing great. And knock on wood, we hope that continues tonight because we're about to start a very, very tough mission. And I'm a little nervous, to be honest. But we'll see how it goes. Alright, so let's see. Sniper rifle, brand new laser pistol, and also a scope for Loki. And that's our top 6. Other than that, we have our squaddy support, Lopez. It's been on 1 mission, but she's doing pretty good with 3 kills. My brand new rookie who just got promoted to squaddy last week and was assigned the assault class. So you have faith in your team? Yeah, I do too, King. I just hope I just hope we can justify faith in the commander. The team is looking good. The commander will have to make sure he stays on top of things. Alright, brand new assault, which is the same class as King is. So we just got him promoted last week, so now King will have a running buddy if we can get this guy leveled up. And then this is G. Cook Scotland 1's character, who leveled up 2 weeks ago from rookie. And he was assigned the heavy class, so let's see, he's not holding on to any of our good equipment. And everything else after that on the roster is just full of rookies. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4 rookies, 1, 2, 3 squaddies, but promising squaddies. And then here's the core of our team right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 captains and a sergeant. So this is what we're going into the battle with. King says, "You believe in the commander?" Thanks, King. Alright, so we're looking pretty good. I mean, we have a good core group of veterans here ready to rock and roll. Some promising up-and-coming junior soldiers here, and some rookies we got to get into the rotation, build some depth. But the most important thing is there's no injuries. We don't have anybody in the infirmary, which would appear at the bottom of our soldier roster here. So we've been doing pretty good with that the last couple weeks. We've gone on several very challenging missions and come away with flying colors and no injuries. So tonight, though, could be a different story. This will be a huge challenge for us, and fingers crossed. You know, sacrifices to RNGesus, and we will see how we make out, ladies and gents. Battleship? Yeah, Donna. So, like I said, I've done battleship missions before in XCOM playthroughs, but we've never had a battleship mission this early in the campaign. And this is given to us early because of the DLC that we're playing through with our buddy Zhang's character. I think I've been calling him Zhang, but I noticed on last week's playthrough that Bradford, our central, dude, referred to him as Zhang, so I guess it's not Zhang. I guess the H is silent, so I'm gonna start calling him Zhang from now on. So we just got some brand new laser rifles and pistols last week. Should give us a little bit of extra firepower. We have a very good squad. Hey, Blast Pop, welcome. Keep Daffy's in front of you. That's a tall ask, Donna. Snipers are usually way behind the rest of you guys. So the only people will be in front of you on this mission most likely will be King. Because that's King's job. That's what King does. He's our frontline assault character, and assault classes pretty much control the point. That's pretty much how we play them. So King, we're going to ask a lot of you tonight, but so far so good. I mean, your dude has been doing really spectacular work, King. So glad you were able to show up tonight. Matter of fact, good to see him in action, and hopefully you don't get to see me make any tragic mistakes tonight. How you doing, Blast Pop? Blast Pop says Northern Transpennine, Manchester, Leeds is on sale at Dovetails. Yeah, I saw that earlier this afternoon, Blast Pop. Thanks for the heads up. King says, do your best. Thank you, King. Appreciate the willingness to serve and protect our way of life here on planet Earth against the alien scourge. But no, I mean, our squad has been very solid. I mean, this is only the second month of the campaign for us. This is April on the campaign calendar, and we actually start usually in March. So we're coming down to the end of the second month of the campaign, so it's very early in the campaign. But that being said, this is one of the strongest early game squads I've had probably since I started playing XCOM. So it's just, things can turn very quickly in XCOM, and this is going to be a very challenging mission. So we shall see how it goes. All right, so the mission is Gangplank, and we're going to get started on that pretty much immediately. All right, so this is a council mission, special mission assigned to us by special request of the XCOM Council of Member Nations. So it says, with the hack signal in place, which basically, I mean, last week's mission where we went on the train assault at the railroad station, commuter rail station rather, we had to put some transponders on a train to basically try to delay an alien battleship that was moving in to attack, I think it was Shanghai, China. So we kind of placed some transponders on that train and moved it along, kind of down the railroad, so to speak, to decoy the battleship away from the more populated areas. And now that we've kind of delayed the battleship attack, the council is asking us to basically set down on the battleship and assault the aliens directly on their home base, so to speak. Yeah, but you know, like I said last week, battleships are very, very tough missions. They tend to be bad news. But this is an early game mission, so we're kind of hoping the devs have balanced this mission kind of for the fact that we are an early game squad, and we'll see how we make out. So our rewards from that will be 2 scientists, 2 engineers, neither of which that we're kind of really hurting for right now. And we have a Twitch Prime sub from Blast Pop. Thank you so much, Blast Pop. Appreciate that. That is fantastic, Blast Pop. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate the support. Yeah, thank you, Blast Pop. Alright, so basically the description says, with the hack signal in place, the alien battleship is vulnerable, and now is the time to strike. We need you to deploy a squad, set down on the ship's surface. This is a rare opportunity to retrieve technology within that ship intact. We shouldn't waste it. So, while the council rewards of 2 scientists and 2 engineers that we're going to be getting are not critical to our current campaign objectives, the opportunity to kind of retrieve some technology directly from the battleship itself is actually going to really help our campaign. We're going to have access, if we succeed, to some technology that we normally wouldn't have until late game. So this is an optional mission for us. When we first were offered it, when it was first offered to us last week by the council, we didn't do it right away. We actually put it off for a few in-game days, just to kind of get some research done on our end and get some improved weaponry that we think will give us a little bit extra power, and hopefully that delay will pay off. So we'll find out right now.
Excellent. We look forward to seeing your progress.
All right, so this is the squad. So we got Zhang, who's coming in as our heavy. He's carrying as his additional item a frag grenade. Daffy's is our lead sniper, who's been doing very well. And she will be carrying, even though she still has a conventional sniper rifle, we haven't been able to build our new upgraded sniper rifles yet. She does have the new laser pistol, and as usual, her scope add-on gives her additional chance to hit. So right now, Daffy's has like a 98% chance with the scope upgrade to basically hit anything on the board. So she's pretty lethal, and we're going to be counting a lot on her tonight. Also, since we have new laser pistols, one thing we didn't do last week after we built our first set of laser weapons is look at the stats on the pistol. So with the laser pistol now, medium range, base damage of 2, critical critical chance of 10%, and critical damage of up to 3, but there is some variability in these. But this is compared to our base pistol, which was basically 1 base damage, 1 critical chance, actually 0 critical chance %. So this is going to be, in terms of pistols, a good upgrade, especially for our snipers who can't really move and shoot their main weapon on the same turn. They have to usually use their pistol weapon, for additional protection on the first turn that they move. So hopefully that'll really help out our snipers. Actually, we have 2 snipers. We're going to be taking Loki, who was a recruit that we got as a council reward a couple weeks ago. And he also has the other new laser pistol and a scope. And we got Blast Pop, our lead heavy, who made captain last week. And again, with the heavies, we haven't built the weapon upgrades yet, so they still have their base LMGs, the rocket launcher, and Blast Pop's going to be carrying a frag grenade for his extra item. Base damage on a frag grenade is 3. Okay, 3 damage. That might come useful later. And then we've got Donna, our super support, who has actually absolutely been clutch for us, and she's carrying the first of our brand new laser rifles that we finally got built last week. So they now have a base damage of 5, critical damage of 7 with a critical chance of 10%, which is an upgrade from the base ballistic assault rifle, which was base damage of 3, critical damage of 4. Same critical chance though. And Donna's also carrying our med kits, which because of her rank, she gets 3 uses per mission on med kits, which we may need all 3 of these uses. We haven't needed them in recent weeks because we've been doing pretty good about not getting people injured, but we'll have to see what happens. So with each usage, she can restore 4 health to each person that she heals. She can also save a critically wounded ally from bleeding out on the battlefield. And the fact that she carries a med kit gives her immunity to alien poisons. So and she can also heal somebody else who is poisoned. So Donna's a very critical and versatile soldier that we have, and she hasn't let us down yet. Hopefully that will continue. So we got King. King has the other brand new laser rifle. We could equip him with the shotgun, but right now I think the upgraded laser rifle gives him a little bit more punch, and since the shotgun, even though it's very powerful, it's a short-range weapon, so our laser rifle gives him a little bit more extended range, which in the early game makes him a very versatile assault soldier. And he also has the other new laser pistol, and he's also carrying the arc thrower, which is basically like our alien stun gun. So we can capture aliens using this. Basically, it's a non-lethal weapon, and he gets 2 uses per mission. More critical information there. So we got a little extra firepower with King having our first generation sets of laser rifles here, and this is a squad. So I think we're ready to rock and roll, ladies and gents. If you guys are. Let's see, did I forget anything else before we disembark? You know what? I'm going to make one change. I think I'm going to do. I'm going to swap out King's accessory here. And this is hopefully something we won't need, but I was thinking about this a little bit last week when we did the small alien UFO assault. Instead of having him carry the arc thrower, I'm going to have King carry a spare med kit. Because this is really going to be a long kind of combat mission. I'm not going to worry so much about taking prisoners. We just need to basically kick ass and get our job done. But the reason I'm taking a med kit is because out of this group of 6 soldiers, now that we're at full squad strength with 6, Donna's the only one carrying a med kit. Problem is, if something happens to Donna, Donna may need revival on the battlefield, so I think it's a good idea to have somebody else carry a spare med kit just in case Donna needs help. And, you know, Donna's a very, very valuable soldier. We definitely don't want to lose her on this mission. And I don't want to take for granted that nothing bad might happen to her or anybody else. So instead of worrying about captures this week, we're going to have King carry a spare med kit just in case, instead of the arc thrower. I think that's the only change I want to make to our loadout this week. Alright, guys. Alright, that's it. Let's rock and roll.
Prepare for deployment, Strike One.
We're heading into China for the next operation.
Alright guys, so we are heading to, and I shouldn't even try to pronounce this city, but another city in China. So we're launching Operation Silent Night. Mission brief says battleship is crippled but still active. The aliens on board won't be happy to see us. Yeah, no duh. Expect maximum resistance. Yeah, I would expect nothing less. We're getting a tip here. It says when facing an enemy at long range and armed with a shotgun, consider switching to a pistol for reduced damage but increased aim. Okay. Let's see. So here are our objectives for the assault. Destroy or disable the power conduits will enable us to bring down the battleship without damaging it. And eliminate all alien defenders. Okay, so we're basically looking to stay alive and look for power conduits to disable the battleship where we can hopefully capture it.
Big Sky took care of the delivery, but now comes the hard part. If we're going to set that battleship down intact, we'll have to start by disabling the power conduits positioned across its surface. There's no telling what we're going to find up there, but we should expect heavy resistance from the alien forces manning that ship. Objectives updated.
Alright guys, so we are here. Let me take a save point here just in case something weird or glitchy happens in the middle of our assault. Alright, so we're kind of on the exterior of the battleship. There's a dropship right behind us. And we only got one way in. Let me see if I can actually see anything before we start moving. Alright, so let's see. We got King here, Donna here, Daffy's here, Zhang here, Loki, and Blast Pod. So let's start moving up. Alright, King as usual takes point as our assault. set our snipers. So Daffy's here. Loki here. We're gonna have Donna come about right here. And then we will move up Zhang here as a second breach position. Alright, overwatch everybody else.
Roger. I've got my eyes on.
Switch our snipers to pistol.
Overwatch. Aye, aye.
Hey, Bam Bam. How you doing? Doing good? Cool. Yeah, day's going pretty good, Bam Bam. Alright, so, let's see. Let's set our snipers first. So back to sniper rifle. Set them in Overwatch. We're going to have King open the door, and we'll see what there is to see. Alright, nothing yet. Alright, so how far can we move King on the next turn? About right here, but not all the way in the cover. Although I can move him kind of here. Looks like cover about there, and also about here. Alright, how about Zhang? Zhang we can move into about here. He can also get cover, it looks like. Okay. Alright, I'm just going to Overwatch now. I'm not going to move in yet. I want to move our back soldiers up first.
I'm watching for them.
And then we'll move
boys and
in.
girls. Intel suggests hostiles are headed right for you.
Alright, so we had basically a sectoid move in. Not very far. Alright, let's have King move in first. As is his job. Alright, nothing yet. Let's have a look around. Start moving everybody else up. Alright, so this down here looks like one of the power conduits we need to reach and deactivate. And what do we have here? I'm not sure what this is. So the layout is familiar. I'm not used to coming into Battleship from this side, though. Usually, in Battleship assaults I've done in the past, you usually land on these side wings. But it looks like they gave us access through a center entrance for this mission, so that's a little bit different. And that's kind of cool. We can actually see the city that we're flying over. Alright, so let's move everybody else up. So King's got a good point of view. Let's move in Zhang. Put him to about here where he can get cover. See what he can see. Alright, he can't see anything yet. We put Zhang on Overwatch.
I'm watching for them.
Alright, let's find some place to move up the rest of our squad. So So let's see. Let's get Donna in play. Donna has our widest range of motion. Because of her class being a support, she has a lot of speed, which means she can move usually faster per turn than every other character we have. I think I'm going to move Donna about right here. Put her on Overwatch.
Roger. I've got my eyes on.
Okay. Let's get a Blast Pop moved up. Now, I don't have any cover to move him to on the first turn. So let me move Blast Pop to about here. And then save his second move. Let's have him get eyes on the area. Okay. Let's get our snipers up. So probably going to have to dash them as far as I can. They're not going to be offensive on this turn. But I also don't have a good spot for them yet. So let's move. Let's see how far Daffy's can move first. Let's get Daffy's about here. And let's see, Loki's our last move. Let's get Loki in to about... Let's have Loki about right here. Keep him on the back wall for now. And let's see what else we can do. Blast Pop and King are the only ones with moves left. I think I'm gonna put them on Overwatch.
Got it covered. Eyes peeled, Commander.
Kind of a tricky entrance. Not a lot of good cover. Alright, so. Next thing I want to do is I want to get a sniper set. I got to get good spots for our snipers. Think about how I want to do this. So. Let's just put them right on the wall. See if they can see anything. Crap. Thin men. Or at least one, anyway.
The conduits positioned on the surface of that battleship are tied directly into the ship's power grid. If we can disable the conduits or destroy them with explosives, it should put that thing out of commission, allowing us to seize its cargo without the risk of collateral damage.
Alright, so Daffy's can see, but he doesn't have a shot. She doesn't have a shot with her sniper rifle yet. Let me see if she can get a shot with her brand new laser pistol. Can you see him? You can. Take the shot, Daffy's. Alright, so she hit, but she only did damage for 2. And let's see. Let's see if we can get Loki to move up and get a kill here. Alright, Loki's got a line of sight. Take the shot, Loki. Alright, that guy's out of here. Alright, so good first positioning for our 2 snipers. We got our newest sniper, a early kill. And fortunately, taking out that thin man leaves us a kind of a poison cloud here. We don't want to run through that. I think that'll dissipate in about 2 turns. In the meantime, let's see what we want to do. I think it makes sense to move our heavies down. Let's see, how far can I move Blast Pop, for example? To about here. And then I can move Zhang to... not quite as far. Okay. Maybe about here. Let's move Zhang down first. Alright, he's got a line of sight across the kind of the lower bay here. Alright, I think I'm going to move Blast Pop down kind of just ahead of him. And let me see. I better think about which way I want to move King. So, obviously our first objective is to hit this terminal. Or that conduit. Let's see, our snipers both took their shots. They're not going to be offensive this turn. I can move Donna to about here. Or I can move Donna to about here. Or actually, I can move Donna pretty far. I can move Donna as far as here. And I don't have to worry about her going through the poison cloud because she's immune to poison. Can I also get her on the floor? Might be able to get Donna on the floor without a dashing move, actually. Maybe like about there, for example. Can't really see it, but that would be high cover. Could be tricky because we'd have low... anybody coming in above us would have high ground advantage, so that might not be necessarily where I want her on one turn, but it would put us close to getting this conduit checked off. Alright, let me move... Actually, maybe I should move King down there first. Actually, King can't move that far yet. I can move King to about here. What about laterally? Can I move King this way? Not on this turn. Maybe there or here. Let's move King here. How far can I move Donna? I can move her this way, there. Yeah, so I could get Donna on the floor on this turn. My rule, though, is I usually don't like support classes taking the point. That's what my assaults are for. So let's move Donna down about as far as I can get her, but not all the way down on the floor. So let's put her about here, next to King. And overwatch everybody else.
I feel, Commander.
Actually, I'm tempted to give Zhang one more move, but I don't know if I want to. Let's leave him on Overwatch.
I have it covered.
Oh, I forgot about Blast Pop. Sorry, Blast Pop. Forgot you still had a move. Blast Pop can go here.
Roger. I've got my eyes on.
Just received some intel that hostiles are advancing on your location. Ready up.
Blast Pop takes a shot. Wrecked. That dude is out of here.
Damn it.
Although I can't tell who got the kill. I don't know if it was Blast Pop or it looks like it might have been Donna. I'm not sure. Alright, so let's take our snipers, give them their sniper rifles back before I forget they have their pistols in hand. Neither one of them can see. I think it was a sectoid that landed kind of here on this balcony. Alright, so since that sectoid's in Overwatch, as usual with King being our assault, I think we'll have King make the next move, see if he can get eyes on. And where do I want to put him, is the question. I think the best place for him is to kind of get him directly at the power conduit, so he can prepare to deactivate it. And maybe from that position he should be able to get eyes on our other alien who landed, I think, about here. So let me put King in run a gun.
Going in for the kill.
And let's have him move forward to the conduit and hopefully draw the fire of the alien, which should free up everybody else for moves. Alright. Drew his fire. So that guy took a shot, but King has lightning reflexes, so he basically laughs in that guy's face. Alright, so I have King, while he's here, deactivate this conduit.
Commander, whatever you just did seems to have stirred up the Hornet's nest. The aliens are going to throw everything they've got at us to protect that ship.
Alright, so King has a shot from his position. 62% chance to hit. Kind of a tough shot from where he is because that guy he's shooting at is in an elevated position. So as a rule, he kind of usually gets some high ground bonuses. But since he has eyes on, we should be able to get a kill with our snipers. So let's see, Daffy's has a 78% chance to hit, 25% chance to crit. Let's try Loki. Loki has 71% chance to hit. Same critical chance. Let's give Loki the first shot. Alright, Loki misses.
Shot failed to connect.
Let's see. So we can get a shot with Daffy's, or we can get a shot with King from where he is. But I think before I take either of those shots, I want to get some more moves in. So I'm going to have Donna move up a little bit. Try to support King where he is. Actually, no, let's move Blast Pop first. Does Blast Pop have a shot? No, Blast Pop can't see him. But I also want to get Blast Pop in a better position in case something shows up on the next turn. Let's move Blast Pop about here. Alright, Blast Pop can see him at least now. 51% chance is not a great shot, though. But if by some fluke nobody else kills him before our turn is over, Blast Pop can also suppress. Let's see what else we can do. How about Zhang? How far can we move Zhang? We can move Zhang to about... here. We could actually give him high cover position here. Let's move him to about here, kind of opposite where Blast Pop is. Alright, he has eyes on as well. 56% chance, so he's a slightly better chance to hit than Blast Pop did. Donna. I can move Donna a lot further forward than I thought. I can put her up to about right here. Or I could actually put her in a position here to kind of protect the flank. And actually, we still don't know if anybody's kind of on this side. So... or I could also move into a position on the opposite side, kind of about here. Oh, that's a dashing move. This is a better move for her. Let's put her about right here. Alright, so she's got eyes on this guy, but nobody else. She's got a better shot, 62%. And who's last? Daffy's. So I don't think I want to move Daffy's. I kind of want to leave our snipers on the back side here. Could get Daffy's the shot, but I think I want to save Daffy's and let somebody else take the kill because Daffy's is also our best protector on Overwatch, so I want to kind of save her shot if I can. Let's try... Let's try Zhang. Let Zhang take a shot. Alright, good kill, Zhang. That's good. So that leaves us
Got it covered.
to be able to free up everybody else on Overwatch.
Overwatch. Roger. I've got my eyes on.
Eyes peeled, Commander.
Eyes peeled, Strike One. Opposition is headed towards you. Repeat, hostiles approaching your position.
Alright, so we got another sectoid dropped in. Alright, so at least we're not seeing any of the beastlier enemies yet. We're kind of seeing kind of beginner level enemies so far. Thin men and sectoids, which is good for us. I think I'm going to make a slight move with my snipers. I want to move them outboard slightly from their positions.
Roger that. Scanning.
Kind of because of the way this area is orchestrated, we're going to kind of have to move up to this level and move around this side. And I think if I move them outboard a little bit, that should allow them to protect us as we move forward until we can bring them up.
Combat zone.
Alright, in the meantime, let's see. Let's have King move up a little bit. If I can find a good spot to move him to in this turn. Does he have cover this way? He does not. I can move him to about here. Watch here. Alright, so that poison cloud dissipated from here, so that's good. That clears that move a little bit. Let's have Blast Pop move up next to King, kind of support him.
Eyes peeled, Commander.
Try to be patient with this. Alright, so I can move up Zhang a little bit. Maybe to about here? No, that's not cover, actually. Maybe here. Alright, so we'll kind of have our two heavies working the point to back up King. Hey, Sam the Man Gaz. Hello to you too, welcome. Hey, Daffies.
I'll be watching.
How you doing, Daffies? Alright, and I think I'm going to have Donna move to about... Need a good spot for her where she can kind of cover. I can move her here and get high cover. We're also not sure that we're clear back here. I don't know if she has had line of sight. I guess she kind of has a little bit of line of sight into this area. So we just started the battleship mission, Daffies. Not too bad so far. Other than that, I'm doing okay.
Moving to Overwatch.
Alright, 3 Overwatch shots, 1 hit. But he's still alive. He's going to get a shot on somebody, damn it. Alright, hit Blast Pop for 4. So Blast Pop's hurt. Alright, he's going to need a heal. Sorry about that blast pop. Alright, let's see what else we can do. So we had enough Overwatch shots against him, but unfortunately he still got a hit. So let's see if we can get Loki to get another kill. Since he's our lowest rank of this team, I want to try to get him leveled up if we can. So let's give him another shot.
X-ray neutralized.
So he wrecked that guy. So that was a tactical mistake on my part. Actually, it was a risk. I knew being in kind of low ground like this compared to anybody moving up this side would be difficult for us. Oh, I'm sorry, that wasn't Blast Pop who got hurt. That was Zhang. So you're still good, Blast Pop. Zhang took 4 damage, but... Let me see. He is... I mean, he's still good to fight. I'm trying to determine if he's going to end up in the hospital when we get back. I think he is. Actually, no. I think I think that's just enough protection from the Carapace armor that we're wearing that if he doesn't take any more hits, he might not end up in the hospital. So he might be okay from here. But Donna has 3 heals. And we'll have to see if we want to get him healed on the next turn or if we want to kind of hold that in our back pocket just in case things get a little thicker. Alright, so Blast Pop, you're still good. Alright, let's plot our next moves. Alright, so Daffy's is covering this side. I'm going to leave her where she is for now. Loki already took a shot, so he can't cover Overwatch this turn. But we'll look to start moving him forward after we kind of get our forward squad settled a little bit. So let's, as usual, move King up first if we can. Sorry, where's King? So we can kind of get King up on this elevator, it looks like, to about here. We can actually get King up all the way to maybe this crow's nest up here, it looks like. Actually, yeah, it looks like we could. Alright, I don't think I want to do that immediately. Let me move King here. Whoa, he saw something. He saw 2 of them. Alright, that guy got a shot. But he missed because of King's lightning reflexes, which is why we always move King first. So this guy has King flanked. And King also uncovered another thin man. But let's see, Daffy's has got... Give Daffy's a sniper rifle. So Daffy's has a shot. 100% chance to hit. And if he does full damage, that guy's out of here. And King luckily already ate the Overwatch from this guy. So technically I think I can move Donna up. Can Donna move here? Donna can move here in one turn. Donna can move here. So I can move Donna up to flank this guy, so that's a kill. Let's see what else we can do. I gotta get my heavies in position. We kind of know there's a thin man over here. What about Loki? Can Loki see the thin man? Wait a minute. Loki can't shoot on this turn. Okay. Alright, let me see what else we got. Alright, let's see about Blast Pop. I can move Blast Pop to about here, it looks like. Let's do that immediately, see what he can see. Alright, so Blast Pop can see the sectoid on our flank. And he can see the thin man on this side. He's got a good chance to hit. He might be able to take that guy out. Or we could have him suppress. Alright, in the meantime, let's move up Zhang. I can get Zhang to about similar position on the other side of King. He's got a 62% chance to hit. He isn't any other targets. Let's let him take the shot. Alright, wreck that fool. He's out of here. Okay. So I still have one move with King. His running gun is on turn down for one more turn. But we do have our next objective in sight, which is the second power conduit we need to get to. Let's see, does anybody else have a kill shot? Oh, Daffy's can see that dude all the way over there. Oh, I'm stunned. I didn't think Daffy's would be able to see him from here. 100% chance to hit, up to 5 damage. Alright, so who else has offensive turns? King has a move, but he doesn't have targets. Blast Pop can see that guy. What is his percentage? 71%? Let's have Daffy's take the shot. See if she can get our first kill of the night. Woo! Awesome shot, Daffy's. That was like way across the map. Get wrecked, right? GG, Daffy's. Sam the Man Gas says, I'm not going to get Tees Valley on TSW. Oh, okay. Sam, you're not going to get it ever, or just not going to get it yet? Sam also said, you got XCOM 2 on your Xbox. Oh, nice, Sam. All day long, Daffy says, right? Let's hope so, Daffy's. We're going to need it. Alright, so we can move Donna. How far can we move Donna on this turn? We can move Donna as far as here. We could put her here to kind of cover the flank this way, which might be a good move because Daffy's is our 2 snipers are offline right now. They both, you know, basically took shots this turn. Or can I move Donna over here? I can actually move Donna over here. She can kind of be with the main squad after that. Although if I move her to this side, I can kind of get her on one of these crow's nests on the next turn. That might be worth doing. You know, let me not be over aggressive. I'm gonna move Donna about to right here where she has cover. Alright, we'll put her on Overwatch, protect this flank. And I will move King. Do I want to move King this turn? Do I want to wait? I think I'm going to Overwatch Blast Pop. I think I'm going to wait. I'm going to try to be a little conservative. A little more than normal anyway. Sam says, not yet, maybe next week. Yeah, same for me, Sam. Because I wasn't originally planning on getting Tees Valley.
Hostiles are headed your way, Strike One. Prep for contact.
Alright, so Blast Pop takes an Overwatch shot, but he missed because that guy dropped in behind full cover, luckily. Let's see, Zhang has a shot. 56%, which is not great. Let's see about our snipers. Loki doesn't have any targets. How about Daffy's? Daffy's also does not have targets. So we're probably going to need to move our snipers up after this turn. Donna does not have targets from where she is, but I could move her to about here to get a better look. Let's see what else I can do. I can probably move King on this turn. How far can I move my heavies on this turn? Only to about the end of the ramp, but not much further. Heavies are running low on ammo, too, which they tend to do, because heavies go through ammo quickly. Technically, let me see, I got grenades. So I could get a grenade kill here and take out the conduit. So from what I remember, we can either manually deactivate the conduits or we can use explosives on them. So that would kind of kill two birds with one stone, so to speak. So we get Blast Pop a kill that way. Let's see what else we can do. Same thing with Zhang. That's just within his grenade range. Or, of course, Zhang has two rockets. He can either use his Shredder or his standard rockets. That's well within his range, but, you know, that would kind of be overkill for basic sectoids. Let's measure it out. Yeah, and both of these guys with their recent upgrades, you know, their blast radius is huge now, so you know what? That guy unfortunately dropped into a really bad position. Let's see if we can get Blast Pop with a quick kill. If he doesn't, he can take a second shot. Take the shot, Blast Pop.
That conduit is disabled. Keep moving, Strike
you know
One.
what? I'm sorry. I shot the wrong target. My bad. He did take the conduit out, though. Does he have enough ammo for a second shot? Let's give Blast Pop the kill. If he still has ammo. Damn it, he doesn't have ammo. My bad. Sorry about that, Blast Pop. That was a mistake on my part. Crap. So we gotta get Blast Pop a reload. Did he kill that guy? No, I think that guy was still alive, technically. Alright, so I'm gonna have to give King the first move from here, because I'm gonna need him to eat the Overwatch. Let me move King to here. Actually, how far can I move him on one turn? Technically, I could get him right in this guy's face, because, I mean, he has Overwatch now. I mean, he has running gun. What about Zhang? Does Zhang have targets? I can't see anybody. I mean, I could nade that dude. I know the other one's still standing there. Blast Pop says Ken hits the broadside of a barn. No, Blast Pop, you hit directly what I aimed you at. I just aimed you at the wrong dude. I really wanted you to hit that guy, and I just picked the wrong target. Sam says, do you have a YouTube channel? No, Sam. No, I don't do YouTube. Alright, technically I can move, I mean, I could move Zhang around here to get that shot. But, I think both of those sectoids are in Overwatch, so I really don't want to do that. Let's just make King take the first move like I originally was planning on. Alright, so King moved to the point as usual. And he's got two targets. He can take this guy out with a 100% chance. Or this guy. Let's have him take that one. Alright, so he evaporated that dude. And now... Let's see, can I move Zhang? Let's have Zhang move to about... Oh, that's a dash for Zhang? Oh, that's Donna, sorry. Let's move Zhang to about... here. See if he can get that shot.
This one is... My gun is empty.
Alright, so heavies are running dry. Alright, so we'll get Blast Pop and reload immediately.
Back online.
Let's move Donna up just to get a little bit more coverage on the front line here. Put Donna on Overwatch.
Overwatch. Aye, aye.
And now we got to deal with our snipers. So let's move our snipers as far forward as fast as we can. Alright, so let's try to get around to reloads before we make any more moves. So we'll reload Zhang.
Reloading.
We'll get Loki up another position and then reload him.
Oh yeah.
Alright, Blast Pop is reloaded. Let's move him. There's no cover here. Let's move him to about here. So we can get eyes on the area. And we'll at least have cover from the side. Overwatch him.
Roger that. Scanning.
I don't think I'm going to move Donna this turn. I'm going to move Daffy's in with Donna. And we'll have Daffy's ready for the next turn. Alright, I'm going to move King up if I can. Have him get eyes on the point. Actually, I'm not. I'm going to reload King here. Not that he's low, but I want everybody to have full clips if I can. Reload Donna, she's half full.
Reloading.
Alright, so let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have everybody on the point. Start making moves forward. And we got full clips on everybody, I believe. Let's move King up to about here, see if he can see anything. Alright, let's move Zhang up to about here. Or down, rather. Donna's looking good from where she is. I can probably leave her here, actually. I didn't get Daffy's a reload on her last turn. Let me just do that. Not that she's low, but might as well get everybody full clips. Let's move Loki up to about here. Let's get Blast Pop moved down next to King. Do I want to move Donna at all? Yeah, let's move Donna down to about... You know what? Let's move Donna to about here. Put her on Overwatch.
Roger. I've got my eyes on.
Because I think what I might want to do is I might want to have Donna take a peek here. Because we're going to need to kind of come down these bridges on the sides here and go through either one of these two sets of doors on the next turn. Or at least not the next turn, but that should be our next objective. To move to the next section of the ship. And there's usually all kinds of goodies waiting for us in the next chamber. Actually, next couple chambers. But I have to say, so far, our opposition hasn't been that bad. I mean, that one guy got a lucky shot on Zhang, but that was just because I left him in a bad position. That was my fault. But we might want to have Donna go up on the next turn just to take a peek and see if she can see through here. and see anything, and then maybe we can plot our next set of moves after that. Although I think I'm going to do this. I'm going to move Blast Pop. Actually, no, I'm not going to move him because he already took a move. I'm going to leave him on Overwatch. I think I'm going to move King around now. Get him a little bit further forward. Because, I mean, we could flip a coin, but we can go through either one of these two doors. I'm kind of leaning towards going to the right, though. But we'll see. And let's just leave Zhang on Overwatch.
Hostiles are closing on your position, Strike One.
Let them
Eyes
come.
open, people.
Let them come. Whoa! Oh, crap. Chrysalids.
No, shot wide.
Oh, man. Okay, so our second chrysalid of the game, guys. We saw one on the original mission when we first went to recruit Zhang. Oh man, chrysalids are bad news. We gotta get this guy out of here. I'm lucky it's only one. Alright, so how about our snipers? Do we have sniper shots? Daffy's cannot see that guy. He landed, see, he knew what he was doing, Daffy's. He landed right where you don't have a line of sight to him. Alright, so King has a shot. I think it was a 71% shot? Blast Pop does have a shot. Let me have Blast Pop take a shot, at least see if we can get some damage on him. These things are damn hard to hit, though. And even when you hit them, they're really tough, so let's see what happens. You got a hit for 3. Still 5 health. Let's give him another shot. He missed the second shot. Damn it. Alright. Let's give Loki a shot. I'm going to have him use a headshot here. Do maximum damage. Loki has a 100% chance to hit. But this guy still gets 10% enemy defense. Just standing still without cover. Damn hard to hit. And he's 100% hardened against critical chances. So Loki only nets out to a 55% crit chance, but let's take the shot anyway. Alright, Loki did 4 damage. Nice. Alright, so who else can take the shot? King can take a shot. Technically, I could have King move and get a flanking shot. Well, it doesn't matter. He's not in cover. He can't really be flanked. King only needs 1 chance to hit, so let me see. What his rifle, he only needs to do 1 damage, really. So 73% chance with his rifle. Or, for 1 damage, he could use his pistol, technically. Same chance to hit, I think? 73%? Kinda doesn't matter. Yeah. Or I could do rapid fire, where King can take 2 58% shots rather than 1 73% shot. Let's try that. Alright, rip that guy, GG King. Good shot. Alright, so who else has just on this turn? So we have Donna, Zhang, and Daffy. So we'll put Daffy's on Overwatch. I think I'm gonna move Donna up a little bit just to get line of sight and have her go on Overwatch. Alright, she didn't get any eyes on anything here.
Roger. I've got my eyes on.
And Zhang, I'm gonna have Zhang move. Do I want to move Zhang. Let me think. Sam said going shopping, goodbye. Okay, Sam. Thanks for dropping in. I mean, technically I could have Zhang move around to this side and kind of cover this flank, but I'm kind of not inclined to split my forces and go through these doors. I kind of thinking maybe I should go through one door, but maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I should kind of split and go through. Although I'm kind of seeing something a little different on this map. Daffy, thanks for the host. Appreciate it. Because with battleships, at least all the battleships I've ever been on, it's usually that you go through one of two doors, and this section is kind of, you have a bridge on each side. But this layout's a little different. I can see just from Donna's point of view that there's a connecting bridge in the middle. So that's a different map. So usually, like, if you split your forces and went through two doors simultaneously, they would be technically separated. Even though they could see each other from across the bridges, they can't cross over and protect each other. But this one looks a little bit different. So that might be a more viable strategy than it used to be on this map. So let me see, if I do a double breach, who would go through? So obviously King and Blast Pop would go through this door. Maybe I put Zhang and Dano on this door. And then we move our snipers down to kind of give protection from like here maybe? Where they could see through the doors? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah. You know what? I think I might do that. Let me move Zhang around, at least on this turn. Then we'll put him on Overwatch and then see about moving forward.
I'm on it.
Alright, Blast Pop is empty again. Let me move King first as usual. Put King about here. See what he can see. So King has line of sight over here. I'm gonna move Blast Pop up, kind of right behind him, and then put him on, give him a reload.
Back online.
Alright, I'm gonna move Donna around to start coming in behind Zhang. Let me move Zhang first, though. I'll put Zhang in about the same position I did King. Let's move Donna. Actually, I'm going to dash Donna. I want Donna right behind him. Alright, move Daffy's down to here. I could move Yamaguchi down, but I think I'm going to leave him where he is right now and have him Overwatch. Overwatch King.
Aye, aye.
Overwatch Zhang.
I'll handle it.
Alright. I'm going to move Zhang next, actually. See if I can get him right on the door. I'm not going to open the door now because I don't want him to activate if something's on that side. I have Donna join him on the door. And at least from here, if something nasty's inside, we have Zhang's rockets available. Let's see, who else do we got? We got Daffy's here. So Daffy should have line of sight through the door when we do open it. I think I can move Loki down now. Actually, no. I think I'm going to move Loki last, but I do want to move him down on his next turn. Or actually, I might move him a little bit more forward. Maybe about right there. Alright, so we'll leave those guys there. Daffy's there. Blast Pop, how far can I move you? I can move Blast Pop here. So that suggests I should move King on the inside of this door. Actually, I'm not going to do that. I think I'm going to... Let me think about this for a second. Change my mind. I'm going to move Loki down now. Get him on this position. Alright, I'm not going to move these guys right now because I don't want them to activate at this point in my turn.
Moving to Overwatch. Roger, got my eyes on.
I'll be watching. Overwatch, aye aye.
Alright, let's see about moving King first, as usual.
Contact.
Contact. Alright, another thin man. Okay, so that's not too bad. Still thin men. We've seen one chrysalid so far. Oh, damn. How did he jumped all the way the hell up there? I didn't even know you could get up there. Let's move Blast Pop up. He doesn't have eyes. No target. Can they see inside the door? What can they see? Nothing. Snipers don't have shots. Nobody else has shots. Worry about that thin man poisoning us now. I would think our snipers would have good shots, though, if that guy makes a move. I don't think I'm going to move. I think I'm going to go into snipers, Overwatch.
Got it covered.
So watch everybody.
Scanning.
No, I think I should open the door. Or should I? No, I think we'll wait here. Let's see what that thin man does before I open this door.
Roger that. Scanning.
Overwatch, aye aye. We can't get a read on that thing. Its movements are so consistent.
They are moving around the side.
Watch the sides! They're moving to flank me.
She didn't even have a chance, guys. Now see, I didn't think cyber discs... I didn't know they could attack on the same turn they activate. I mean, we didn't even see him. I didn't think he would be activated. Oh, man. Alright, let's see what we can do here. So Donna's out. She didn't even have a chance, guys. And Zhang is in serious trouble here because Cyberdisc is right in his face. Now, technically, Zhang could take 2 hard shots on this guy. But the problem is, if Zhang, say for example, kills him without moving, this guy will explode on top of Zhang. And Zhang will be severely injured. And our lead medic is gone. So he's in trouble right now. Man. Alright, let's see what else we can do. So Daffy has a shot. King has a shot. Loki cannot see. Loki doesn't have a line of sight. Makes me wish I left him in that crow's nest now. The other problem is both King and Blastpop are flanked, as is, of course, Zhang. But we do have a lot of shots on this guy. We just have to get Zhang clear. So let me think about how to do this. Alright, I can move Zhang as far as here. Let's do that. Let's move Zhang here. Have him take a shot. See if he can protect himself as much as possible. Plus, Zhang has heat ammo, so he'll do double damage against robotic enemies, which this is, so... if he can get a hit. Oh, he critted hard for 12. Good shot, Zhang. Oh my god. And see, the other cheap thing about that is he came through the door with both of them in Overwatch. And neither one of them got a shot, you know? God, that breaks my heart, guys. That breaks my heart. It really does. Let's have Blastpop take a shot, because he also has heat ammo. Take a shot, Blastpop. GG, guys. Oh, man, but we lost Donna, y'all. Donna is gone. Man. She didn't even have a chance. That was absolutely brutal. Alright, guys. I don't know about y'all, but I'm kind of in shock right now, to be honest. But, you know, like I said, XCOM is like that, man. It'll just, you know, you'll be rolling, you know, and then just stuff happens, man. It just breaks your heart. Damn. Alright, so let's see what we got. Daffy's has a full turn. King has a turn. Blast Pop still has the second half of his turn, even after getting that kill. King is hurting. I mean, not King, Zhang is hurting. Who did I give the spare med kit to? I don't remember. Daffy says, can I have her rations? I guess so, Daffy's. We didn't even get through the door. Jesus Christ. Alright, head in the game. So, let's see. Everybody has a turn except Zhang. So let me overwatch Daffy's. Should I move King in? Because we know we got a thin man who was hiding on this upper bridge here. And nobody else kind of has eyes on. Hopefully our two snipers will be able to see him if he moves down, but we'll see. Alright, let's see. Blast Pop and King. No, I'm going to leave them here. I'm not going to move them.
Come get some.
Oh no. Man. Alright, so Zhang is hurting. Alright, so that guy took a shot. I don't know if that's the same one that that we saw who had been on the roof here. But he really put a hurting on Zhang. And he's got Zhang flanked. If we don't take him out now and move Zhang, Zhang will probably be out of here on the next turn. So, let's see if we can get Zhang down here. Alright, he's got eyes on. At least we know there's nothing in this area. Let's see if we can get him a little revenge. Take a shot, Zhang. He missed.
I missed the target.
Alright, who else has targets? Daffy's has a target. Let's not mess around. Take the shot, Daffy's. Alright. Alright, so Daffy's got the kill. We got King, Loki, and Blast Pop. Still with offensive moves. I think I'm gonna hold their positions for now.
Field, Commander.
Get some reloads.
Overwatch.
On the next turn, then we'll move in. And we gotta keep in mind we're down a weapon now.
Got it covered.
Without Donna, we're down to 5 soldiers. And 2 of them are snipers, so... Let's see, who has the other med kit? Let's figure that out first. Because we might need that to save Zhang's life. King has the med kit. So he can heal for 4. King is down to, Zhang is down to 6 health. So I think it might be a good idea for us to make it a priority to get Zhang a heal at our next opportunity. That damn cyber disc, man. I was not expecting that to just walk through the door like that. Was not expecting that. And I mean, he just came right through the door, and everybody was in Overwatch. And because he moved to that position, it was like, he didn't trigger. He didn't trigger anybody's Overwatch. I mean, he just moved in there and killed Donna before anybody had a chance to react. I don't know, man. That's just... Alright, so why can't I move Zhang in without a dashing move? Because of this cyber disc? Well, that's not cool. It looks like the cyber disc is blocking him and he can't move through by himself. Alright, so I gotta move Zhang. I think I meant to move Zhang all the way around to the other side. Looks like I can get him in here, but he'd be unprotected. Or can I? No, I can't move him in at all. He's blocked by that wreckage. That's kind of lame. I didn't even know that was a thing. Blast Pop says the quick and the dead. Yeah. Alright. Alright, let's leave Daffy's on Overwatch on this side. Loki also. Actually, yeah, Loki will be alright.
I'm on it.
At least our mission's not on a timer. Because we'd kind of be screwed. Alright, I gotta start moving Zhang quickly. Because I gotta get him a heal, and then I gotta bring him around the other side. Alright, Overwatch for these guys on the point.
I feel better.
Alright. Alright, so let's get Zhang moving. As fast as we can. As far as we can.
On Overwatch. Let's do this.
Eyes on the prize.
Overwatch, aye aye.
Alright, Zhang. Move you to here. Actually, let me make a half step. Where's Zhang? Move him here and reload him. Then move him down and get him some heals.
Reloading. On Overwatch.
Affirmative. Covering now.
I better reload here.
Good to go.
Overwatch you.
I feel, Commander.
Damn. Alright. Alright, King, can you heal up our buddy Blast Pop, please?
This? Oh, it's gonna hurt.
Alright, so reduces Zhang's margin for error a little bit.
On Overwatch.
Overwatch, aye aye. Got it covered.
Alright, so let's get ready to move through the next section. Let's move King first.
Enemy in sight.
Alright, snipers have no line of sight. Let's see. Blast Pop from his position doesn't have an angle. Zhang does. No, actually Zhang doesn't. Crap. Can't move King. I was thinking maybe I could move him to the conduit, but I can't quite move him that far. What's King's shot? 71%? Let's move Blast Pop in, see if he can get a shot. 57% chance. No cover. Let's do rapid fire with King. No cover, he's out of here.
Bye-bye.
Alright, good job, King. Alright. Let's get Zhang inside now. Get him on Overwatch.
Watching for activity.
You do that. Blast Pop on Overwatch.
I build, Commander.
Alright, I'm gonna move Loki down here. Get him ready to come inside on the next turn. And I'm gonna leave Donna on Overwatch where she is for now.
It's about to heat up over there, Strike One. X-rays are making their way to your position.
X-ray down.
Alright, that dude is out of here. Plus he poisoned himself when he landed, so he was dead on the next turn anyway. Alright, King. I can move King to about here or here. Let's move King to about this position. And I'll have him come activate this on the next turn. Alright, in the meantime, let's get stupid disc. Yeah, Duffy's. Jesus. Alright, where should I put guys? Put them about here. Overwatch Blast Pop.
Got it covered.
Let's move Zhang to about here. Have him protect the flank.
I have it covered.
Let's move Loki in to about here. Give him a reload.
Good to go.
And let's start moving Daffys. So Daffys can't get past the cyber disc. I'll move Daffys around here.
I feel, Commander.
Alright, Daffys, I want to get you in here as fast as possible. Let's put Daffys here. So we got conduits on each side. Both of these we have to work. We got one here, one there. That's telling me I should start moving. Actually, I was going to say I should start moving Zhang around to start working this one. Problem is Zhang's already weakened, and I don't think I want to start moving him by himself. So he's not going to be my first choice for that duty. I'll tell you what, let's get this conduit out the way first. I'm going to have Blast Pop take care of that. So let's move Blast Pop to here. Deactivate this one.
The power conduit is disabled, but you've got 3 more to go.
3 more to go. So we can see one more. I'm guessing the other two must be in the next room. Okay, yes, we can see them kind of through the fog here. Alright. Alright, so let's put Loki on Overwatch.
Got it covered.
And, King still, I mean, excuse me, Blast Pop still has a turn. I'm going to leave Blast Pop on Overwatch here. I'm not going to move King. Actually, I'm going to reload King while I can.
Good to go.
And Overwatch Zhang.
You guessed it, boys and girls. You've got hostiles inbound.
Uh-oh.
Stay frosty.
And this one little sector is going to eat everybody's Overwatch.
The target. X-ray neutralized.
Alright, good.
Damn it.
Good turn, but that's the one thing I don't like in XCOM that they fixed in XCOM 2 is everybody takes the first Overwatch they see at the same time. Whereas in XCOM 2, what they did was they all take turns on their Overwatch. So the first person will hit that target. Second person, if it's still up, will hit the same target. If the target's dead, then the third person will hit a second target, and so on, you know. They're a lot more intelligent about it. Alright. So let's see, King still has a full clip. Snipers are okay. Could probably use... No, snipers are alright. But let's get a Blast Pop a reload while we can.
Good to go.
Daffy's Overwatch, please. King's got a full clip. But I'm not going to move him while something could possibly come through the door, like, God forbid, another cyber disc. Damn. Alright, give Zhang a reload also.
Let me reload.
Loki, Overwatch. And leave King. Actually, no, I'm gonna move. I'll make a slight move with King. Get him in position to move over here with Zhang. And get this conduit on our next turn, but I'm not gonna move him too far. I want him to be able to cover this door.
Roger that. Scanning.
Alright, Blast Pop's pretty good. Where he is. Actually, I could probably move him into cover from this side. I mean, I could put him on this door, but after what happened to Don, I'm tempted not to at this point. That sounds smarter? Yeah. Alright, as usual, let's have King take a move around here and see what he can see. Control the point. Alright, he doesn't see anything. Let's move Zhang around with him. Alright, I could move him here, but... let me think for a second. Let me just move Blast Pop. Actually, I have a better idea. I'm going to move Blast Pop back. I'm going to move him to here.
Roger that. Scanning.
Alright, keep Daffy's on Overwatch. Maybe I should think about moving Loki, too. Or maybe not.
If they move,
Nah,
they
fuck
die.
not.
Overwatch. Aye, aye.
Overwatch. Aye, aye.
Nice field, Commander.
Alright, let's have King go scout that terminal. Alright, so he didn't activate anything over here, which is what I was kind of worried about. Alright, let's deactivate that conduit now.
That's another conduit down. You only need to deactivate 2 more.
And overwatch him, protect himself while he's there. Let's move Zhang up. Overwatch him.
I'll be watching.
Status quo over here.
On Overwatch.
Moving to Overwatch.
That op zone is about to get hot. Hostiles are inbound to your location.
The thin man, damn it.
Oh, damn it.
King missed?
Shot failed to connect.
And Zhang missed. Come on, really? Alright. Loki, take the shot. Need some more kills on you anyway. Gotta get you leveling up.
Nailed it.
Alright, rip that dude. Credit for 6. Nice job by him. Alright, everybody else still has their full turn. Alright, guys, so what I'm kind of interested in doing is not going through the door like we did to get to this section. Mainly because, you know, God forbid another cyber disc patrols through the door, right? I'm kind of thinking I want to go take the high ground and scout from these upper balconies and see what's in this other room, rather than kind of have something come to us at ground level. That's what I think I'd like to do. But we are a reduced squad now. We're down to 5, including 2 snipers. So if I do that, I don't want to split my forces. I want to move everybody in one, as you know, kind of in one close support group. So the question is, which side should we move to first? Probably doesn't matter either way. A lot of areas on this ship are probably symmetrical, so it doesn't matter. I don't think. So let me see. Maybe I can move King, start moving him this direction. Alright, he has line of sight through here. Nothing much going on there. Let's have Zhang move over to about... maybe here. Have him overwatch. We'll have King overwatch.
I feel better.
Let's move our snipers to start covering on that side, so I can move Daffy's to here. Yeah, let's move Daffy's all the way over now, as far as we can get her. Loki already used his turn, so I'm not gonna move Blast Pop. I'm gonna leave him here to cover Loki.
Roger. I've got my eyes on him.
All right, let's see about moving Loki now. Let's move Loki to here. And get a reload.
Rock and roll.
I'm gonna move Daffy's. Well, we gotta watch the poison cloud first, but let's move Daffy's here. I'm not gonna move King or Zhang. I'm gonna start moving. I think I'm gonna move Blast Pop to about here. Just be careful and cover the rear as we migrate to the other side.
Come get some.
put Daffy some pistol overwatch while she's here.
Roger, I've got my eyes on.
Alright, so it's just Zhang and King now.
Watching for
Overwatch
activity.
him. Reload King while I can.
Reloaded.
Alright. Let's move. Alright, Poison Cloud's gone, yeah. Let's move. Let's see. Let's see if we can find any kind of cover area for our snipers. So maybe here be a good sniper spot. And maybe here. In the meantime, we could move King up a little further. Maybe here on this turn just to get eyes and see what he can see. Let's see, how about Blast Pop? I can move Blast Pop to about here. I can move Loki to about there. Or maybe I should move Loki a little further. Let's move Loki to here. There's no cover there, but God forbid nothing comes through that door activated already. I'll put Loki on pistol overwatch.
Moving to Overwatch.
Alright, I don't think anything's going to come this way right now. Let's move Blast Pop far as we can get him right now. Let's go here.
Got it covered.
Alright, so let's see, how far can I move Zhang on one turn? I can move Zhang to up there. There. No cover at all. Jeez. Alright. Alright, let's move King up. He's got eyes. There's nothing here that he can see anyway. Let's move Daffy's if we can to about right here. Alright, so that should be a good sniper spot for Daffy's, I hope. Let's get Zhang up here. Put Zhang kind of right next to Daffy's. Have him scout the upper deck on the next turn. King, put you on Overwatch.
Heads up, Strike One. We're picking up some strange readings near your op zone. Keep an eye out for hostile forces.
Alright, another, oh, crap, another Muton. King gets a free shot. Ooh, good shot, King! Does 4 damage on sight. Alright, we got to get that guy dead. Alright, nice damage for a free shot. Daffy's can obviously take that one out immediately. Daffy's can't see the other sectoid. But 100% chance to hit. Base damage should be enough to kill this guy on one turn. Let me see if anybody else can actually get that shot, though. Is this guy on Overwatch? And if he is, if I move Zhang up here, could he see him? Also, just for fun, could I nuke this guy with a rocket? We haven't used our rockets all night. Is that within anybody's range? No, he can't get that shot because of his position. What about Blast Pop if I had to? Could I sneak a rocket through the door? Kind of sucker punch this dude, so to speak? Yes, it looks like I could. That might feel kind of good after what they did to Donna, you know? Knock out 2 birds with 1 stone. That would nuke this Muton just for shits and giggles. And also, if I can get a steady aim, that is. Cursor aiming is a little bit trickier on PC than it is on console, believe it or not. Blast Pop says, why not? Why not indeed, Blast Pop? And that would also take that conduit out. Alright, so I'm going to sit on that just for fun. It might be fun to do. I don't know if it's the, you know, the smart thing to do, though. Because if another one of those cyber discs is lurking around, we might need that rocket. Because with the two heavies, both our heavies have heat ammo, so that means they'll do double damage with all their weapons, including their rockets, not just their machine guns. So maybe we should save that rocket, although we just have Zhang's 2 rockets. You know what? I'm gonna do it. Just I'm feeling vengeful. Let's do it. Let's just whack this asshole if we can. Because I'm just... I mean, it did down and dirty, y'all. We gotta get kind of personal. Just for fun.
Conduit down. Only one more to go. Take that out and the ship is ours.
GG, Blast Pop. Alright, so that dude's the fuck out of here. Alright, so we got... Daffy still has a turn. Probably makes sense to leave her on Overwatch in case that sectoid comes out to hide. Comes out of hiding, rather. Let's see. Loki still has a full turn. Might make sense to put Loki on the door and have him be able to protect on the next turn with Overwatch. Now that, you know, we have eyes in here, we know a cyber disc is not going to kind of sneak through the door without warning like he did before. And that'll free up kind of King and Zhang to kind of scout the upper level here. I think that might be worth doing. So let's move Zhang first, because Zhang can't see anything where he is. Let's move him as far as we can just to get eyes.
That almost looks like a small fusion reactor. If we could recover it, it may prove extremely useful to our weapons and propulsion research efforts.
And that is one of the major rewards I was looking for. That thing right there. Except I can't remember if we need to actually go to it to recover it, or if it's just, you know, we automatically collect it when we finish the mission. Alright, in any case, I'm just going to leave Zhang on Overwatch here. I'll have him investigated on his next turn. I think I am going to move Loki forward. Put him on pistol Overwatch. I'm going to have him open the door also. Alright, Overwatch him.
On Overwatch.
Alright, and Daffy's on Overwatch. No targets. And I'm gonna... Should I move King forward? I'll move King to about right here. Overwatch him.
I feel Commander.
Come out and play Sectoid.
Ah, damn it.
Target eliminated.
GG Daffy's good shot. Alright, here's our last conduit over here. Oh wait, is that the end of the mission? If we get to this conduit? Because battleships, I'm used to battleships. Battleships have a whole nother section up here with about 2 more rooms. Because technically the bridge of the ship is up here. Which, you know, why I said last week, guys, I mean, battleships are a marathon, you know? I mean, how long have we been just on this one mission? feels longer than that. 2 hours, I swear. Alright. Alright, so before I do anything else, let me have Zhang go up here and take a look at this thing, see if there's anything he has to do with it. So no, there's no, like, activation button, so I think he's okay with where he is. I don't think he has to do anything to it. So I think it's just a matter of us collecting the mission, and then this is like some advanced tech, these fusion reactors. And you usually don't get access to this tech until late game. Certainly not, you know, month 2 of the campaign. But this should really make our squad kind of OP. Unfortunately, kind of too late to save Donna's life. I swear to God, that's just, man, that's just such a heartbreak. Donna was definitely one of our best soldiers. That's just such a waste. It was kind of cheap too, you know, the way that thing patrolled through the door like that. All right. Anyway, sniper rifle for Loki. Let's move up blast pop now. Overwatch both of these guys.
Scanning.
Alright, Daffy's is good snipering from where she is. I think I'm gonna reload her. No, she's okay. Overwatch her. I think I'm gonna start working Zhang back the other way now. I was trying to figure if I bring Zhang to this edge of the balcony, could he just kind of slide down the wall here, but I'm not really sure. Let me move him to the front and see what happens on the next turn. Let me move King up. Get eyes in. Overwatch him.
I'm on it.
Quick grocery run, Daffy's okay. Alright, let's move Blast Pop inside. Get eyes in there. Nothing there. Overwatch. I'm gonna leave Daffy's there. Zhang, I can move Zhang. No, I have to move Zhang around the corner. Alright, let's dash him now. Get this over with. I think we're almost done. See if we can find some cover for Loki. Just move him inside here. Back to pistol Overwatch.
On Overwatch.
Alright, so I can move Daffy's, but I don't have to. Overwatch Daffy's. Let's start moving King forward. Put King about right here. Overwatch.
Overwatch. Aye, aye. We've gotten reports of alien activity near your location. Be ready for hostile forces coming your way.
Thin man. Oh, man. Alright, GG Blast Pop, GG Loki. They both got hits on their Overwatch turn. Alright, let's move Zhang up to cover. Actually, no, let's not move Zhang first. Let's move Blast Pop? Screw cover, just move up, Blast Pop. Overwatch there.
Roger. I've got my eyes on it.
Overwatch our snipers.
Affirmative. Covering now.
Sniper Sniper rifle for Loki. Let's move King up to here. Reload him while I can.
We're green to go.
And let's dash. Let's dash Zhang to here. Alright, let's see if we can end this mission right now. Run and gun King.
Firing position.
So this position. Activate the terminal. Conduit.
Nicely done, Commander. That ship is now officially under XCOM control. Although I don't think it will fit in the hangar.
18 kills. 1 operative loss, 1 hospitalized. GG squad. Playing some TSW. Okay, Bam Bam, but kind of got bad timing, homie, because I don't think anybody's in the mood at the moment because of we got a KIA, guys. So rest in peace, Donna Nader. Our second casualty of the campaign. 10 missions, 13 kills. Max rank at captain. Saved a lot of lives while she was at it, guys. And, I mean, you know, that was an optional mission we took on, but, you know, that should give a squad some advantages down the road, but we paid for it with Donna's blood, so, GG squad, including Donna. And rest in peace, Donna. Alright, so we do have 2 promotions. And we have Zhang offline for 4 days as we expected. So let's go through our promotions. First promotion is Blast Pop, who is our first major. So GG Blast Pop. So he gets new training. His skill at this level is Will to Survive. And Will to Survive says reduces all normal damage taken by 2 if in cover and not flanked. So if Blast Pop takes any hits while he's in cover, his damage is now reduced. He basically gets additional damage bonuses, resistance bonuses, kind of just like Chrysalids, you know, which makes him incredibly tough and increasingly dangerous. So GG Major Blast Pop, our first major. Next promotion is our new recruit, or our new transfer, really. Loki, who's been promoted to lieutenant. So with that promotion, gets a choice of disabling shot or battle scanner. I'm going to give him disabling shot also, which makes his build pretty much to this point just like Daffy's. So GG Lieutenant Loki. So now we've got 2 clutch snipers in the making. We just kind of need some clutch weaponry for them. Alright. So with that, so what did Donna say? Donna says, suppose that there's always your train sim themes to look forward to. Yeah, Donna, it is kind of a buzzkill, isn't it? Alright, so here's the body count, guys. We had 18 enemies to fight there. I mean, that's our largest UFO by far. Like I said, a battleship assault is a late game mission. So even with that, and that was my first time doing that mission, because I never played this DLC through before, where we get those bonus missions. But I knew battleships were bad news, but normally on a battleship assault, you might see 22, 25, 28 enemies on one battleship. It's just a kill-a-thon, you know? But usually by the end of, you know, as you're getting toward the late months, the late game campaign, I mean, your squad is so OP, you can handle stuff like that, you know? So I think you guys see now why I was really reluctant about kind of just charging right into that mission last weekend. I wanted to kind of wait, give us some extra, you know, weapons tech. We got our laser rifles online. You know, we had our new armor, you know. I mean, I think I did everything I could to have us prepared for it. But that goddamn cyber disc, man, you know. I mean, we had basically no high-level enemies. I mean, you know, sectoids and thin men. We've been wrecking them our whole campaign. We've only seen our second chrysalid. That's a high-level enemy. We've been seeing mutons. I mean, we killed 4 of them last weekend on the train mission. So you know, they're tough, but usually, you know, we've been able to handle them up till now. I was not prepared for a cyber disc, and I certainly didn't remember that they can just patrol without activating. You know, I mean, so, I mean, I would like to apologize to Donna and Zhang to say, you know, I shouldn't have put them on the door the way I did, but I kind of didn't expect a cyber disc there, and I really didn't remember that they could patrol like that and be active as soon as they patrol without. Like the other enemies, they're not active and offensive until you first see them. Apparently cyber disc didn't work that way, and I kind of forgot that, and that's why, you know, Donna was lost. So my bad. We did the best we could, but like I said, XCOM will break your heart, man. It's just how it is. So, but we got a crap ton of resources. We got 6 flight computers, you know, weapons fragments, not that much, but we got a ton of Illyrium and alloys, mainly from the ship, you know, scrapping the battleship itself. We got some new wrecks to examine, or what is it, autopsy with the cyber disc. Blast Pop said a lot of Illyrium. Yeah, we got a motherload now, man. We can build all kinds of stuff. And then in addition to that, we got, based on that fusion reactor, and technically I think we what's the word I'm looking for? We salvaged 2 of them, because I believe in that big room there's 1 on each side. That battleship is mostly symmetrical in its layout. So with that, we have something called the Fusion Lance we can start researching, and the Guided Fusion Lancer. Both of those built on those fusion reactor technology. And what this is, especially, this is a new super weapon for our heavies. So this will eventually replace the rocket launchers that they use now, which rocket launchers only can be fired in a straight line. A guided fusion launcher means the thing can, you know, it's like a guided missile. It can turn corners and you know, hit you know, targets on an irregular course, and it's super OP. So this was, you know, this and the Fusion Lance, which I think the Fusion Lance is similar technology before our interceptors, I believe. So this was kind of the extra bonus I was looking for by taking on the, you know, the battleship mission, which again was optional for us, but we just couldn't do it without a casualty. So yeah, we did get 2 fusion cores and 5 UFO power sources too. So yeah, you know, just riches of resources, but not really, you know, worth the loss of one of our own. Oh, and then the council rewards, our 2 measly scientists and 2 engineers. Somebody go crack the whip on them.
Remember, we will be watching.
Alright, so I'm going to save here. I wish I didn't have to save. I really wish I could just roll back to, you know, the save point that we made kind of right at the beginning of the assault. Because I always make save points right when I start a level, you know, a map. Mainly because sometimes, you know, the game might crash, or there are some unpatched game-breaking bugs still left in XCOM 1, so you might get in the middle of something and really kind of be screwed. So I could always roll back to that save point. That's why I make a save point right at the beginning of a mission. But I don't do that to save scum. Like, I don't want to roll back to that point and then, you know, you know, bring Donna back from the grave. I don't think that's worth the spirit of our playthrough that we're going through here. But I just do that to kind of protect ourselves against glitches in the game. So I'm going to save here, sadly. And before we do anything else, guys, let's take a trip to the Officers Club. It's a good time to memorialize the fallen along the way. Alright, so technically we have 5 casualties up to this point. The first 4 of them were rookies. The first 3 really were just, you know, because we ran the scripted tutorial at the beginning of our playthrough. And those first 3 that died, Dunn, Lebedev, and Levi, were all part of that scripted tutorial. So, you know, you have no chance to save them. You know, it's just built into the tutorial that they always die. But under my command, we've lost Sato, which we lost kind of very early on the first weekend. And we were doing good last few weeks until now we lost, you know, Dominator. So 13 kills, 10 missions. And it even tells you the in-game date that they passed. So we were doing pretty good. We went from March 1st till now almost the end of April. Almost 2 months without a casualty. We were doing pretty good. And not too many hospitalized either. So, but no, I'm not going to try to minimize that loss. I mean, Dinah was a high level. And her loss will certainly be missed. But, like I said, I'm not going to roll back to a save point. We're not going to save scum. But what I am going to do, Donna, is on our next playthrough, if you're interested, or our next, not playthrough, but our next stream, we can roll you up another character. So she won't be, you know, she won't be the same Donna character that she had before, but we can you know, she'll have a new name, she'll probably be a new character and even a new class. But, you know, we don't want you to miss out on the fun completely, so, you know, we can pick you one of these rookies to start from scratch, or if we kind of get a new transfer like we did with Loki and Zhang, maybe you can jump back into the campaign, and we'll get you back in with one of those guys. But we won't forget the original Dominator, no matter what. Blast Pop says good night. All right, Blast Pop. Thanks again. Congratulations on your promotion, and also thanks again, Blast Pop, for the sub. Appreciate that very much. All right. Alright, guys. So, I don't know. Is Donna still hanging out? She might have went off to play on the side. She's probably heartbroken. So, I don't know if Donna heard me, but if she's lurking, or if she went AFK, we'll let her know when she comes back next time. We'll roll her up another character. Alright, guys. You know, that was a tough mission. I've been streaming about 2.5 hours. I could probably go for a little while longer, but you know, just taking a casualty like that was kind of a buzzkill. So I think I'm gonna wrap the stream here, guys. Go crack me a cold one, you know, pour one out for Donna. For Dominator, rather. And I think that's going to be it. Wrap the stream a little early tonight. Alright folks, that's going to be it for me. I'm going to wrap the stream here. Thanks everybody for hanging out, dropping in, checking out the stream. Always appreciate the eyeballs, appreciate the company. So we're going to add a little bonus mojo to everybody who's hanging out tonight, kind of to help salve the wounds of our loss, our squad loss. And in the meantime, on the way out the door, we're going to go say hi and host our buddy Bam Bam 101 206. If I could spell. All right, folks. Thanks again. Everybody have a great night, a great weekend, great holiday in the United States, and I'll see you all next time. Thanks.